Boom. So that's what happens when you fuck up and you press escape, because my phone just dropped and hit the escape button. So I apologize for that. But what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. That's why you don't have your phone near your keyboard. So yeah, I totally apologize. But what's going on? Big things happening. May 4th, Star Wars, Moon Knight finally ending. Finally, Doctor Strange. No spoilers, so nobody in the chat say anything. But no spoilers, please. A lot of people were a little disappointed today, but yeah, there were some spoilers, so don't spoil anything for people. But yeah, we got a movie, end of a show, Star Wars, new comic book day. It's just gonna be crazy, busy week. So let's get it started. Guys, let's introduce the man, the myth, the legend himself. Let's go, Mr. BC, place to be. What's happening?
¿Qué pasó, amigo?
Oh God. Okay. All right. We're gonna do that. All right. No, that's cool. That's all right. I'm okay with that. I'll allow it. But hey, happy Sunday, dude.
Same to you, man. Yo, busy weekend. Fuck, I was out with the kids all day. I'm surprised I'm still awake, but man, happy to be here with you, bro.
Yeah, man. We're gonna be talking new comic book day, comic news. Lots of stuff came out this week. And I think
hold up. Lots of stuff came out. Stuff came out. But man, guys, slow down on the spoilers, man. I open IG.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
That should be slowed down.
Un
poquito. Yeah, man, it is what it is. You know, unfortunately, you know, there are people out there that's what it was. We had actually talked about it like super early this morning. Yeah. And we went out of our way to be like, hey, do you want to know? And then we kind of were like, all right, let's figure it out. But yeah, so that's shitty. But hey, a lot of news to come our way. We're gonna be talking about Moon Knight, the finale, what to expect, who might show up, and then we might get into a little bit of Doctor Strange, believe it or not, because I don't know if you guys know, but the movie comes out in 5 days, so that's gonna be exciting. Well, depending on when you go see it. I'm going to see it Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Nobody messaged me between 6 p.m. and probably 10 p.m. because I probably won't be paying attention to you.
Stop. Yo, so we actually have the exact same showings. I'm going at 6:30 as well. Actually, no.
Okay.
Yes, 6:30. So I expect messages right after.
Yo, you know what happened? Okay, so I got a little scared because I had bought my tickets like release date, like right on it.
Same.
3 days later, I get a message from the cinema, like an email being like, hey, unfortunately, your seats broke. And I was like, what?
Oh, shit.
So they broke. So they basically like moved me to like 3 seats over, I guess. But I was like, what?
Wait, hold on. What? Okay, why are they messaging you to tell you that your seats broke
I don't know.
this early?
That's what I mean. I don't know. It was like a month ago, right? Or like 3-4 weeks ago. So like I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, they can't.
Like, bro, you have time to fix it. Go.
Yeah, like I don't know. I was a little confused. So hopefully, I have this fear, and I keep telling my buddy that I'm going with. I keep telling him, I'm like, dude, I keep having this dream where we show up to the theater and they're like, yeah, no, and I'm like, what? You know. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. But I'm going
with you in the front row and be like, oh look, I saved you 3 seats.
Dude, okay. There's only one movie where I literally was at the front row and I was like this. And I kid you not, if you've ever done that, I don't suggest you do that. No. If you're not a fan of me, I suggest you do that. But dude, you literally have pain in your neck for like a week after. The movie that I went to go see, that I was like this.
Fucking Toy Story.
No, it was a date. It was like one of my first dates when I got my car, and it was The Exorcism of Emily Rose. And for whatever reason, that thing was like sold out. So I'm at the front row, right where the speaker is, and just like, this is sick. This is sick.
And I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say I have a gut feeling that that's not the woman that you married.
It is not. It is not.
She bolted.
But yeah, so we got a lot of news to figure out. So hopefully, you know, if you're going to the show Thursday, you know, definitely keep the spoilers to yourself, you know, and collect the spec or the end credit, whatever the case may be. Keep it to yourself. Don't ruin it for people, because there are a lot of people out there who want to just get surprised, right? So just let it be. But That's the way to look at horror movies, in my opinion. Just, what's up? But yeah, so let's get the show going, man. I'm pumped. I'm ready.
Same.
From Tuesday to Sunday, it always feels like a long time. So yeah. Also, I see some comments about whatnot. So I attempted like a last minute whatnot, like out of nowhere this afternoon. Like Denzel Washington says, you know, you're not perfect. You're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna fail at something. Today was that day for me. I failed. Got to about 13 books. No one was buying anything, so I just decided, you know what? Let's crash it. So we'll do another whatnot like we usually do on Thursdays, but that's pretty much it, guys. I'm not, you know, I didn't want to like stick around and that. So yeah, but nevertheless, stay tuned for that.
So when's the next one?
I want to say Thursday, but at the same time, it's like the movie.
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
Right. So I'm thinking, maybe Friday, if not next Sunday. But hey, it is what it is. I did 6 shows, very successful. This 7th show, that's what it was. So
I have an idea. Can you just move your head? Just move your head a little to the side. Yeah, I'll put up that one, that one, that one.
That's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen.
Okay.
But yeah. But let's say hello to the chat, man. Michael, what's going on? Gold medal. You know, he wants it so bad that he says it twice. Brandon is taking home the silver. I don't know what he's talking about with platinum. Bleeker, I'll take a medal. Doesn't even care what it is. He just wants a medal. So yeah, so you're taking home the bronze. Dan Delatorre, I'll take whatever's left. Dan, participation ribbons and medals are not given here, so you get nothing. Zen World's in here. What's going on, man? You're next. By the time I saw your whatnot notification, it was over, and that's okay. You did not want to see what it was going. But the bigger books will be on the next sale, so don't worry, guys. Uncanny Swag is in the house. Tim is in the house.
Nice.
North 49. If you ain't first, you're last. I'll pass on the ribbon. Yeah, that's true.
Bobby.
That's true. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I probably should. Bernard's in the house. Comic Kingpins. RP. What's up? Sorry, newbie. Hey, no, it's all good, man. It can be whatever, man. So it's all good. Spoiler alert, newbie is in the multiverse of madness as a Tony Stark. Man, you know what? It could have sold it if like I had a haircut and I did my beard up, but
they want to make money, not lose money.
Go easy. Whoa. Down, man. Jesus. Hate crime. Relax.
Okay.
But 9th, man, what's going on? Check out his channel, guys. If you guys are in a comic spec, you know, cover buys, everything like that, make sure you guys go check him out. Solid dude, great guy. Check out his whatnot as well. He's killing it. My big bro out west. Yeah. What's going on? Mr. VCJ Chris. What's happening, brother? What is going on? Miguel is in the house. AOA. So yes, we got a few people. So yeah, let's get it going. I'm getting 7 slabs back next week. 4-month turnaround. Tim, did you fast track?
Dude, I have books from like September, October.
Tim, did you fast track? Because I just sent out, I think 9 or 10 books with Brandon fast track. So that's not bad. 4 months is not bad.
Yeah, it's very good.
So we'll see. Speaking of, because my error really messed me up. I want to show you guys something. What's that?
What'd you say? Your air messed you up?
My the error, like my phone dropping. Okay. Okay. All full disclosure. Do you want to know what happened?
We're waiting.
Oh, okay. I was. You know what? No. I'll tell the story another time. Fucking spoilers are on IG. Yeah, we'll get to it. Vancouver fast track seems like 1 or 2 months right now. I'm finding that's pretty good. Someone buy my raw Captain Carter 1 in 25 for 250 before the move.
Yeah, dude, man.
Do you guys think it's gonna drop? You know what? We'll talk about it at the end. We'll talk about that at the end.
I don't, and we'll get into it like you said at the end. I actually think I've got a little mini theory.
All right. Well, hey, I look forward to it, man. So we'll talk about it because there's a lot. All right. So Newbieverse show number 90. We are 10 Sundays away from 100. I didn't think we were gonna get to 100, but here we are. We're kicking it. We're having fun. We're drinking the water, the Corona, whatever the case may be.
Aqua.
Welcome, Agua. First up, channel sponsor, Back in Time Comics, all the way in Brantford. Guys, make sure you guys go check him out. Instagram, Facebook. he has a Whatnot, but he's done with Whatnot. He doesn't like it. But make sure you guys go check out Brandon, Back in Time Comics, CGC dealer. So if you're in the area and you want to send it off, you don't feel comfortable, he can send it off for you. Speaking of Facebook and Instagram, there are his credentials. So make sure you guys go check out his Facebook and his Instagram. He does auctions on his Facebook every Tuesday and Saturday, and there's a Spec on Deck show on Saturdays as well. He's a shop owner, so maybe you get some tips. But he is constantly getting collections and books, so make sure you guys go check him out. He just bought a $12,000 collection, so there's going to be a lot of books out there, so make sure you guys go check him out. Not just comics, everything, so make sure you guys go check him out. Next up, we got comic book pressing, Mr. Bleeker Street. $10 a press, $5 a clean. Make sure you guys go check him out on Sunday, every Sunday at the Turner Flea Market in St. Catharines. So if you're in Niagara, it's not that far. He's had people from Hamilton, Toronto, Burlington, all over. Make sure you guys go check him out if you are in the area. Boom. All right, let's get it started, man. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second.
Shit.
Because I always ask.
Yeah.
Big week, light week. Before you answer, I want to personally say, I think it's a medium week. I think there's some books here that maybe people are sleeping on, maybe people should get. I really hope people are in tune with 2 books for sure. I do have a sleeper pick myself.
Really?
You may laugh, and that's okay.
Really?
I've got 5 sisters, so they laugh at me all the time, but I'm okay. I'm okay with getting laughed at this one, but I do have a sleeper pick, and it might interest you. It might blow you out the water. But anyway, what are your thoughts on New Comic Book Day before we get started?
I think it's a big one. There's a lot of good stuff coming out this week, man. A lot of worthy books to be picking up, man. We'll discuss it.
All right, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. I'm pumped, man. I'm excited. I love talking comics. All right, let's start with DC so we can just kind of get out of the,
Oh no, stop. There's some good ones in DC. Stop.
All right, number 1 alerts. We got Nubia, number 1 special, and then we got Flashpoint Beyond number 1. So number 1 alerts made the list. What are your thoughts? Why does Batman have Aquaman's weapon here? What's going on here?
So I'm going to be honest. I actually saw a little something regarding Aquaman in that issue. Guys, I don't want to spoil anything, but I suggest if you haven't read issue 0, because we got Flashpoint Beyond 0, great read. I loved it. Something big does happen within that issue 1, so I recommend it. Nubia. Now, we're touching on the origin story of Nubia. David Mack. Cover, at cover price, I'm all for it. I'm gonna pick it up, but there's a beautiful cover. I think if I'm not mistaken, it's a 1 in 250 where she's like wearing sneakers and shit. Dude, super bomb of like cover. I absolutely love it, but
can't wait to pay to buy 250 copies.
No way in hell am I spending that money. But hey, who knows how that does in the secondary market? But beautiful book, man.
Yeah. Okay. So when you said something important was going to happen with Flashpoint, are you saying something like a character, a first appearance, or are you talking more event wise?
Event wise. I don't want to go too deep into it because I might spoil it. I know how I am. I get antsy and then I'm super excited and boom.
No worries. I just wanted to make sure. I just
No.
Comic dudes in the house. Zen saying Flashpoint 0 is great. Can't wait for number 1.
Yeah.
Bleeker saying Flashpoint Beyond is awesome. Yeah. You know what, man? I can't believe I'm going to say this. So
you should get on. If you're not, get on.
Maybe I'll edit this out. But I mean, there seems to be some serious backing in some of the Batman / DC stuff that's been coming out the last month and a half. So
yeah,
I might have to pay attention.
Hey,
do you have any other DC books that you want to mention?
I would say Task Force Z, issue 7. Yeah, because it's going to feature a new roster. If I'm not mistaken, I know that there's Solomon Grundy and I think Victor Zaz. I can't remember. I think Copperhead. Yeah, I think one more. Anyways, but yeah, there was that one. Batman Killing Time, issue 3. Decent. It's been a decent read, but there's supposed to be an apparent appearance within that one. And the Neo Year 2, man. There's a clear giveaway on the cover B. So
yeah.
Giveaway. There you go, man. Oh.
All right, we got Radiant Black Number 14, and of course, we've got the iconic, Incredible Hulk 340 cover. Todd McFarlane, obviously. If you don't know what a Hulk 340 is, I don't know. But you could also be, listening to this being like, well, wait a minute, I'm new. So 340 is an iconic cover. Todd McFarlane, the guy is Wolverine, and in the claws, you're supposed to see Hulk. They do, a homage. So here we go. But Radiant Black, man, I gotta admit, I like the cover.
You better, man. You better.
You can't hate it. No, dude, you can't hate it.
The cover B is incredible too. But man, I know, Newbie, we keep putting Radiant Black on this list, but it's only because the story has been sick. I cannot stress it enough. Pick it up for the sake of reads. There's tons of stuff happening. This universe is just starting to expand significantly, but some big stuff happened within the last issue. So I recommend it, man. I'm looking forward to reading this. Probably one of my favorite reads going on right now.
Radiant Black 1 and a 9.8 is like $120.
It's still down. Yeah, it's still a affordable book, man. If this,
I would recommend people pick that one up. Even just if you're like, you know what, I got this $120 burning a hole in my pocket. I think that's a good one to just kind of hold on. It's 9.8 already, but it's getting a lot of serious backing. A lot of people are loving the series.
Yeah, man.
And like you said, the universe is expanding, so it just makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, and not to shamelessly plug ourselves, but over at the Comic Kingpins, we're planning on dropping a full video of like all the key moments, first appearances, and stuff like that. So I do anything I can do to help spread the word about this. I will do it.
With that shameless plug, I also want to plug in Ford. Built Ford Tough, channel sponsor of the Newbie. No, I'm just kidding. Plug who? And I also don't drive a Ford. So, if you're in the chat being like, oh, he likes Ford. No, I don't even have a Ford. So
he doesn't even have a scooter. A bike.
All right. Get your twig out. Relax, man. Put your pants back on. We got twig. Now, okay. Just wait a second. First of all, there's like, I think 6 covers plus exclusives.
No. There's like 9,000 covers.
Yeah. Okay. Also, I don't think anybody's paying attention, but okay. What's one thing that we all kind of hate, or at least I do, is the previews, right?
Yeah.
There is a preview of Twig in a book already.
Sorry?
There's a preview of Twig in a book.
Yeah.
I think it's Alice Forever, or I might be.
No, that was Grimm.
Sorry.
Alice Ever After.
What's the what's the preview for Twig?
There's the Twig preview that dropped. That's the one that really took off. Everyone was after it. Yeah, this guy just sent me pictures of him eating cavatelli. Beautiful. Thank you so much, guy. Love him. But,
so that might be an issue, I think. I think we're gonna have that debate, the preview, first appearance, all that jazz, right? I think that this book is gonna definitely have that.
Dude, automatically that preview issue, I think, will always be superior. One, for that, but two, this is heavily overprinted, guys. Over 150,000 copies that have been ordered. So, at that point, man, and not for anything, like I'm not bashing at all, but just reading what this book is about, it's very similar to Kanto. So I think that's what also motivated people to be like, yo, I missed the boat with Kanto. I don't want to miss this one. Maybe this one hits. So, it was heavily ordered. Heavily ordered.
Yeah. That's why I was just like, I'm okay passing it. And also the fact that like so many were printed, I think it's just going to have one of those effects that I don't have to rush out to go get one. I think there's going to be one on the shelf. So
yeah,
I'm okay.
Yeah, no, it's dude. Look with Berserker. Look what happened there, man.
Don't even get me started.
Yeah.
All right. Get your Venuses out. Again, I hope everyone's wearing their pants or shorts. But we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 128. Now, here's the problem. 127 was the first appearance of Venus.
Well, yeah, we're going to get into this, eh?
128 is the first full appearance.
Yeah.
So how do you avoid this argument? You just get both. So just get both. Regardless, it's still going to be first cover for 127. So you got that going with it. But if you were going big on 127, which I did, I got 5 issues. I'm sending a copy to CGC. People are like, why? The same people were saying the same thing for Jenica. Jenica's, commanding $600 in a 9.8 still. So where this goes, who knows? But at the same time, I mean, it's not a bad investment. Just avoid the conversation. Just avoid the disagreement. Just get both. It's right here at cover. You can get it on Wednesday. Definitely make sure you guys go check it out. I think this one's going to be a good one to pick up. And it wouldn't surprise me if this is on top 10 list, maybe.
Yeah, no, definitely a top 10, dude. Like you said, first full appearance. That's what it's labeled. Now, 127, the Eastman, we ended up getting Venus on the cover. So there's your first cover, but totally picking up the 128. Again, first full appearance. And if anyone did read 127, you kind of saw that whole Frankenstein turtle team there that was being, made there in their little incubators. But yeah, man, so we're going to see where that goes as well. I expect to see that team possibly carry over to this issue. But yeah, man, totally picking up 128. I actually picked up a few just for the sake of spec, man. We'll see.
Yeah. So this is cover A. Did you get the Eastman one as well?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. I got 1 and 1. So we'll see. But I don't think a lot of people around here know what's going on with Ninja Turtles.
No.
There's still a lot of issues. So I'm hoping I'll be able to come in and just grab one, like an extra one, because my shop only gives 2 and 2. So the fact that I have 1 and 1, I might be able to score. So we'll see. There's this guy that he works there and he oh my God, he just pissed me off. Sorry. Yeah. If he's watching, you piss me off, man. Not Ian. Ian's my guy, but the other guy, man.
What, he showed you his Venus or what?
No, man. Just he's so, God. Just, never mind. Anyway. All right. This one could see some heat. And
guaranteed.
Here's why. The argument of first appearance of Captain Carter, but then first appearance of which Captain Carter it is. Supposedly, there's 3 versions, right? So we got the Exiles 3 one, we got the Captain Carter one, and then we got the one in here, the Avengers Forever. Different, supposedly. However, some people in the community just don't give a fuck. They don't. They just want to, this is the one, or that's the one, and then they're just grabbing it. Now, here's the thing. If you're going after Avengers Forever 4, it's still on shelves, right? Like I know there's some. Yeah, dude. I literally, and I'll give a shout out right now. I literally was in Oshawa last week. They had them. They had them in their shelves. There's 2 shops, and I'm not just talking about 1 copy. I'm not just talking about 1 copy. I'm literally talking about 4 to 8 copies on the shelves. Okay.
Yeah.
I checked here, 2 shops today. There's nothing, but I just checked these really small ones. But here's the thing. The fact that they're still on shelves, the fact that it nobody cared, really makes me think that this is going to be super low printed, similar to what happened with Captain Carter 1, the second print. I really do. So I really do think that this is going to command an interesting figure. I think maybe 20, 25 bucks would be 25. I think is going to be a high, but I do think it's a $15 to $20 book down the road, just simply because the low print run. And if that's the case with this whole Captain Carter shit, cover your basis, get it at cover. Why not?
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. The second news broke, I hit up a couple shops here locally. Dude, I scooped what I could. It wasn't much, man. They're here. You know what I mean? But it was dried up, man. That cover A for Avengers Forever, this one here, gone. Completely a ghost. There was a lot of the cover Bs. There was even the Carnage variant as well. The Infinity Saga one I was not seeing anywhere with the Guardians of the Galaxy, but I'm picking them all up, man, because you know what? I'm gonna cover my bases. It seems the one in 25 for Captain Carter 1 is the one to get. Now, everyone's got their own versions of their spec when it comes to this character right now. Like you were saying, how people say that Avengers Forever 4 is the first appearance of the one from the What If episode, but show, sorry. I don't know. I think it's kind of silly, out the gate for this character to have like 3 different versions of her. Like Exiles came out a couple years ago, and then out the gates we're getting Avengers Forever 4 plus we have Captain Carter 1, which I don't know why we would get 2 different versions of her, but if that's the route they go, by all means. So definitely cover your bases, man. I picked this up. I definitely pre-ordered. Same when it comes to the cover A. Just cover your grounds, guys.
Especially a cover.
And I do think people are gonna go bananas for this one. And there's another one that we were speaking about that.
Yeah, and we'll get to it, man. We'll get to it.
But I'm putting this at top of the list. Grab it, especially right before the movie drops. Grab it and sell it the next day.
Big shout outs to Ozzy. Ozzy, man, I apologize for not sending you the link, dude. It was just kind of rushing, and if you saw the beginning of the show, I fucked up and everything shut off on me, so I do apologize, brother. But Ozzy, he's the man. You guys know that he rocks it here on Sundays with me. And actually, I'm gonna be hanging out with him tomorrow. We're gonna be going shopping, as long as he doesn't leave me at the train station tomorrow. Yeah, you better not, fuck, because he knows I don't like Toronto that much.
Yeah, but yo, I don't know if you did already, or did you put Avengers Forever 5 on the slides or
no? No.
Okay, so that one too. I know everyone is also focused on 4, but 5 is supposed to have the first team appearance of what is like it's like a Man-Thing styled Avengers. Okay, let me put that.
Pass.
Yeah, but again, alternate universe stuff, but you're gonna have different versions of Man-Thing, where like you have a Iron Fist version of him, a Doctor Strange version of him. There's Starbrand, and there's Phoenix.
Pass. You had like no.
Hey, listen, I'm sharing the info. Okay, you guys do what the hell you want.
Dude, no, that's stupid, man. I don't know, and I apologize. I apologize. If you went big on that, like I apologize.
I did not go big on that.
No. I think we're getting out of hand with like, oh, it's a different universe and this and that. Like, oh, okay, please.
Yeah. No, I'm over it too. I am. Trust me.
Let's stop. Guy saying, I drove to Canada once, had to drive through a town called J, then another town called Upper J. Yo, that does actually happen a lot in Canada, man. There's a lot of, yeah. I know here locally, like Stony Creek and where I am, it's like upper and lower. And yeah, there's a few things. So. I get you. Spidey Hunter, what's up? What's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Woo! All right, guys. Remember I told you? No. Hold on a second. Remember I told you I had like a sleeper pick?
No.
Yo, straight up. Let me just ask. Yo, Iron Spider?
No.
Hold on. You remember 2020?
No.
You remember 20? No. You remember 2020? I think the book came out in April or June. I can't remember. Along the lines of Black Cat number 11 and number 12. You remember that book?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody laughed because it was like Iron Cat or whatever, and people were like, "Oh my god, that's so stupid."
No, is that the Scott Campbell cover?
Yeah, and people were like, "Oh, that's stupid. That's not going to be anything. This and that." And then this year, you fast forward to this year, the book is literally a $35 to $40 book. You know, it's supposedly getting its own thing coming up, and you know, people are. I'm just saying, what if Iron Spider is a thing down the road, similar to that? You don't know. I'm not saying stack this book. 100%. I'm not saying stack this book. One, it's a cool cover, so I'm gonna buy it. I'm buying this cover.
Nice.
I am. I have it. And I really do think that you know, maybe down the road it could be something. But the same people that are hating on this are the same people that hated on a lot of things that I've said, or a lot of other things that didn't work out for them, and then they hated it. So it is what it is. I'm picking up a book. I'm not saying stack it, but at the same time, if Iron Cat can be anything, sure as hell, Iron Spider-Man can be something. So, and no, you're wrong. Whoever's running the Comic Kingpin, no, you're wrong. It's not. But go ahead.
I say screw this cover. I disagree with everything Newbie said.
That's a solid cover, man. I don't care what you say. That's a solid cover.
I expect it to be blown up as a poster behind you, replacing that Iron Man 3 one. But Yeah, no, man. If anything, dude, Alex Ross has been killing every cover in this run. But I don't know. I actually just want to read it to see how this Korvac story comes to end. But otherwise, no.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Just whatever. It is what it is. Never.
Okay.
Pretty sure. No, you were wrong. Meh. Web of Spider-Man? No, I don't think so. Yo, Dab, what's happening, brother? I gotta hit up South Carolina for Dab. Why Spider-Man got hit? Yo, just trust, man. I don't know. 2 years from now, if this is like a $30-$40 book, I'll remember all of you.
Okay, what are we at now? You said episode 100 is like what, 10 weeks away?
Yeah.
So we'll come back in 2 years, and I'm saving this clip. I'm gonna save it.
All right. Let's get into some number ones, and actually, there's some huge news here. Well, not huge. I don't know. But we got 3. So we got Spider-Man 2099, and obviously there's a few covers, right? Like I can't underestimate the fact that there is a few. There's a lot of covers for this one. We got Gwenverse number 1, another one, and then we got Obi-Wan. Now, guys, I'm taking this right out of BC's mouth, and I quote, this is coming out on Wednesday, May 4th, Star Wars. And then I said, yep, I know. And he's like, no, because like May 4th, May the Force. And I was like, yep, I know. Don't get it. I got it. No, he's acting like, I just didn't know. But yeah. You think that there's something here, man. So, gracious with your knowledge, man.
Yeah, no, there is going to be something here. In fact, you're going to see an introduction of a Jedi, because this takes place now. You're going to see at the beginning of the book, and I'm going to try to word it without spoiling it, because I hope everybody does pick it up to read. But you're going to see Obi-Wan, let's say 20 years back, when he was still, like, I guess, within training and whatnot, and you see him with a fellow Jedi as well, and the character gets introduced as Garen Rand. So this is a first, and then by the end of that issue, Gonzo. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so read everything in between, but that is going to be a first. I believe there's also another first appearance as well. But my theory is that Jedi, I strongly believe, disappears. And it says at the end of the book, to be continued, which obviously this is a 5-issue mini. But I strongly believe that there's a reason why they're introducing this character. I don't think they'll wrap up the story within these 5 issues. I hope, I have a feeling they're going to plug this into the series that we're going to be getting on Disney Plus. It seems like a possible route, but I'm definitely picking these up. I think it's a sleeper. I think everyone should definitely, if you see it, grab one, man. It doesn't hurt to secure yourself a copy.
All right. So you're falling for that, but you're not falling for Iron Spider-Man. Okay.
It was complete trash. I'm surprised you put that up.
Wow.
But yeah, man. So that's my take for that. Did you have anything you wanted to say about the other 2?
No, because I'm not picking them up, and I just think that they're still going to be on shelves, even if something dramatic happens or there's a character reveal or something. I think they're still going to be on shelves. So
yeah,
well, nothing to add.
Yeah, just touching on the Spider-Man 2099, we know that within the Exodus whole arc, we're going to be getting characters within 2099 that we haven't seen before. I could tell you, I read the book already. So yeah, the last page, kind of not surprised about where they're going with that one, but I don't think it's anything huge to pick up yet. But keep an eye out, because they are teasing future characters within the run. Spider-Gwen Gwenverse issue 1. That was I felt, dude, I almost puked on my dog reading that shit. It was horrible. It was horrible. If anyone's reading that, I feel so bad. I will never pick up this book, that second print. I'm picking them up only because it's Nakayama's killed some covers. And I do like the I think it's the land covers where, like, every issue she's like on that ledge, like one as Thor, one it was just her as Gwen, and then we're gonna get a Wolverine and whatever. But yeah, no, trash. That was the worst read.
Empire, what's happening, man? How you doing, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I will be 103.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm 33 now. 77. That's
You're
100.
not 33, bro.
No, 110, right? Yeah, 110.
You'd be 148 by the time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
This spider, this Gwen verse 1 is a second print.
it's look, if you're into it, by all means. But like, and I feel bad because I just literally took a dump on this book. But
Hey, that's okay. You also did it with Iron Man 19 too, so don't worry about it.
yeah, listen.
It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get through it. All right, let's go into the Dynamite pick of the week. And if you're new to the channel, we kind of show some love to Dynamite, simply because they got 1800. No one's into it. 1800 covers. So I just like to pick one, and then that's pretty much it. Then everybody just bashes my pick. But again, I'm just going on based on what it looks like. This one goes back to my root of how I love those old school movie posters. This one's not as old school, but it's just got that movie poster vibe. And I'm taking Die. Ever Never Dies, number 3. I just like it. It's nothing special, nothing crazy. First appearance, nothing. I just like the cover. That's pretty much it. So yeah. BC, any thought?
I feel like you disregarded the rest of the titles. Why?
Dynamite, Never Dies, number 3. There you go.
I didn't even check the Dynamite covers, but I'm gonna say this sucks. Terrible pick. I give up.
All right, perfect. Cover P. That's what Uncanny Swag is saying.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, and it's a speed. Yeah, so
there you go. Look at you.
I know what I'm talking about from time to time, man. I know a bit. So, all right, let's get into our comic news because there was a lot of shit that was happening before the trailer releases today and the other day, right? When was it? Today and then Friday, I think it was.
Bro, get your news on, man. You gotta get your anchor.
Oh my god.
Come on.
This just ended.
Yeah, buddy. Let's go.
All right. Let's get it kicking and let's get it kicking. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Talking about. Marvel's Blade reboot reportedly gets a working title and filming star window. So basically, they are starting to film Blade. I think we all knew that. However, now we might start getting A, more casting, B, leak photos, this, that, like it gets exciting when you kind of see that. But at the same time, I mean, maybe there's a reason why we haven't seen him, right? Like we only heard him in Eternals, but the fact that he was in that movie leads me to think that he's probably going to be in a few things leading up. A lot of people have, this Wednesday circled thinking that he's going to show up. I don't know. With where the story is kind of gone and the show's kind of gone, I don't see Blade kind of showing up. If he does, it's probably going to be an end credit, and it's not going to do anything with the story. But again, it's just an opinion. What are your thoughts, man? You excited? Finally, we get a title, we get a window. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I am excited. Did you say that they're only going to start filming now?
No. If I did, I apologize. No, that they got the title and they got the window of when it's going to be starting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I am excited, but I mean, it's slated for 2023, right? Like that's
next year. We're in May. We're literally halfway through 2022.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out if it started filming or not. I don't know. I was just checking and I'm like not seeing anything. But yeah, no, dude, I'm super pumped. I agree with you. If they were to bring this, yeah. But if they were to bring in Blade right now, like you said, other than maybe a post credit with Moon Knight, like I just don't see it fitting in. I actually think Moon Knight has a lot of stuff to tie together in one episode. I don't know how the hell they're gonna do it, but yeah, no, man. I hope to not see him within Moon Knight. I'm really pumped to see Blade and see the direction they go in. But yeah, there's not much more to that, man.
I hope not. But here's the thing: when news articles like this come out, it's very important because it's almost like the last bit before you can actually start getting your Blade stuff if you haven't already. Because after this, what comes next? You either see him in a cameo or an end credit. You see casting, right, leaks, and then it's game over, right? So, like, if you're looking to make money off Blade, that's when, right? Because this is basically like the last hurrah. Like, if you don't have your Blade stuff in check right now, you're going to be scrambling. If you're late to the party, you're not going to make enough money, especially if you're investing, right? So just keep that in mind. That's why I sometimes, circle these, because sometimes people are like, man, what? Like, yeah, we already knew. But this is almost kind of like a reminder as well, right? Like, hey, kind of running out on Blade stuff. So instead of, avoiding the FOMO and all that craziness, especially with gas prices being the way they are, save yourself the trouble, man. Start getting your Blade stuff now. So
yeah, no, for sure. And yeah, like Guy said, we do know he's very existent within the MCU after Eternals. But like I said, other than just being pumped for the fact that yes, we're getting closer and closer, I hope they just do Blade right, man, within the MCU. Like, I mean, if we got to go back to the OG, he technically saved Marvel and kicked off all of everything we're getting right now, right? So
Iron Man saved Marvel.
No. But yeah, no, all jokes aside, dude, I really hope so. Because like I'm digging how the MCU's gone, these TV episodes route and stuff like that. But man, Moon Knight after episode 5, it's got me a little scared. Like I'm not gonna judge or come to any conclusions yet regarding Moon Knight. I'm gonna wait to see how this finally plays out. But man, it's been tough. It has been tough.
Here's why I don't think Blade shows up on Wednesday. Simply because Doctor Strange is on Thursday, and I don't think that they're going to do, hey, here's Blade, and then here's all these other characters and possibilities on Thursday. That's why I don't think it's as big as that. Could it be Blade talking like he did in Eternals? 100%.
Yeah.
Here's where I'm going to answer Empire's comment. I would wait until we see a trailer, because we're probably going to see a trailer before a leaked image. And that's just simply based on the last couple things. Like Doctor Strange, we didn't really see a lot of leaks until like leading up, but we had already seen the trailer, right? Same with the show Moon Knight. We got the show and then the leak, right? We got the leak of the suit, but that was legit, and then the trailer came out like a few days later. So I don't know. I'm gonna stay on that side. And looking at Moon Knight and things that have come out, even with Thor, right? Like the Jane Foster, it just seems to be what everybody wants when it's right in front of you. So I would wait for max profit. Obviously, wait till the trailer. 100%. North 49. Iron Man saved the MCU for sure. 100%, man. Peter, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Blade gonna blow up a whole nother level. Yeah, I think so too, man. All right. This is important because it just recently came out. And again, why is all this coming out now, right? Which leads me to think there's going to be a lot of people like scratching their head going to see Doctor Strange a few times just to kind of connect all the dots. And you guys know connecting the dots is important. But Marvel has the next decade of MCU films planned out. That means, I'll be 45, basically 44, and still be specking, it looks like. So something, nothing. What are your thoughts, man? I didn't think that. I mean, it makes sense that they're going out this far, but with so much properties, right? Because they've already come out and said that they want more movies and they want to show at least once a month. The fact that they got that for 10 years, that's pretty big.
I don't think they're going to be doing once a month with shows. Is that what they said for the next 10 years?
Well, that's what they came out and said like a few when things got rolling. That's what they wanted. That's what their plan was, to have a show. They basically wanted a whole, to be in the limelight and to be talked about every month, right?
Well, either way, I'm not surprised, man. You know that these guys have been planning shit out for God knows how long. Just look when we got everything played out with Thanos, the Infinity War and Endgame. We knew, you know what I mean? The second we saw Thanos within the post-credit scene, we knew that, okay, we're in for a ride, man. This guy's collecting all of the stones, and here we go. So again, this doesn't surprise me. Since the merger, since they purchased Fox, you know what I mean? This is an automatic, like, they have the opportunity to put out so much more story. When we got news that they were doing Secret Wars, right? you knew Secret Invasion. Like there's a lot of big events coming as well, man, that a lot of people not necessarily forget about, but it's just those two are coming. And I hope we get other ones like Annihilation. I would love to see Annihilation unfold.
Yep.
There's a ton of stuff. I'm not surprised. I expect it to go once we reach that 10-year mark. I expect another 10 after that.
Here's the thing, though. Like anything, and I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but like anything, too much of something, and when it's super popular, like when, for example, in music, right? And maybe you can relate. Music, you dig a band or you dig an artist, and they're like more underground, and you love it because you're like, oh man, there's only like a small circle that love them, and then that artist or band gets like this hit record, and then everybody loves them. For me, it was Black Keys, right? I love the Black Keys. They were awesome because they were like, more underground, low key, and then they blew up, and then everybody was a Black Keys fan, right? It was like, oh yeah, of course you like the Black Keys, right? And then they just kind of disappear and whatever. I don't want that to happen with comics. I think that we're at like a really good peak of everything, and like I don't want that stimulus of like so much every month to kind of take it away, right? Because people forget. If you're walking into the community now and you're seeing all these shows and movies, you forget before COVID, it was 3 to 4 movies a year. That was it. You literally got a movie in March or February, and then you had to wait till July to get another one to kind of connect any dots or anything, right? So
yeah, no, I get it, and I get the reference to music. Unfortunately, well, for some it's unfortunate, but bro, people evolve. You know what I mean? In music, you want to put out a different message. When you first started, you were an angry teenager. Your ex broke your heart, and that's what you're gonna say. Fuck you, and write about that for God knows how long. Then after that, politics kick in, and it's just they all do that. You know what I mean? Everybody does that. When it comes to the movies, I do agree, man. I think the question always comes around is when does the fatigue kick in? I could tell you that for some, it's already kicked in. Not many people are, and I'm speaking casual fans. I see a lot of casual fans that's just not caring about what's currently going on. These are not household names, and it sucks because you see that side of it. But then, I'm also seeing other people who are like, wow, this is the first time I see this Moon Knight character. Yeah. Absolutely love this. This is amazing. You're gonna see in and outs, man. Yeah. That's all I think is really gonna take place. I don't think it's going anywhere. We've said this many times. Like I believe within the 80s, bro. Like gangster movies was the thing. Now here we are, man. Marvel movies, DC movies, all these nerd movies. It's awesome. And I do always wonder when's it gonna happen. I don't think it'll happen. Maybe they won't be making blockbuster movies for God knows how long. But then again, before you know it, Disney might just buy up everybody and keep doing as they please. Who knows? But I don't think we'll get fatigue. I hope not, man. I won't get fatigue.
But like in anything, right? You look at history, anything. It doesn't matter what it is, and that's what I keep telling people. I'm like,
my worry
is it always goes up and it always goes down. That's just human
nature. My worry is always this. It's within comics. Characters age way slower than these characters playing them on the big screen, right? So how many stories can we get, and like for how much time? That's like example. I understand they're playing the multiverse thing right now, which is working to their benefit, especially since they purchased Fox. But when it comes to like example Doctor Strange, how much longer can we get him to play Doctor Strange? When it comes to, I don't know, Mark Ruffalo, okay, how much longer will he be playing Hulk? You know what I mean? And I expect to see changes in actors down the line, but it's just you end up running out of the big names, right? And then you got to rebuild all these new names. Like they're already building up the Young Avengers, so like what comes after that in 10 years?
The young Avengers, the young Lil Avengers. Yeah. So we'll see. RP's got a good question. How long do you think till the reboot? I think until when they start losing money, right? When they're like, fuck, what's not giving us money? We have to reboot certain characters.
I don't know if they'll reboot, to be honest. I think with all the work they've put within the MCU and the Newbie, I'm just going to ask, do you have any intentions on speaking about Doctor Strange next?
We can. Sure, we can.
No, like, can I start speaking of certain
Sure.
things?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna put it out there. If I'm not speaking on based on the spoilers of what people are sharing today, but based off of, let's say, the latest teaser commercial of like 15 seconds where we saw, Captain Carter and everybody's going ballistic. Another thing is that you have, let's say, Professor X rolling in on his glider, the classic yellow glider. I really, you see what they're doing, and I know that there's others that think the same way. You have the What If character animated. You have now Professor X on the glider animated. That yellow thing, man, it's animated. I'm really believing that they're kicking off X-Men 97 from this movie.
Whatever makes my giant size X-Men 1 go up in price, I'll accept it, man. I'm okay with
No,
it.
but why else would Xavier be in his yellow glider? You know what I mean? That's the well, it's the only thing I felt maybe makes sense, right? Because you're getting the OG.
Yeah. Well, listen, in 4 days' time, at
Well,
this
no.
exact moment at 10:30, we'll probably know because we'll be getting out of the movie being like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
but all this to say is I don't know if they'll hit a reboot because Marvel has been putting in a lot of work, man, making sure that everything ties together. Look what they did with, No Way Home, or you have Spider-Man. Now all of those movies make sense within the MCU timeline.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're doing it with the animated side too because
They could,
they
yeah.
want to continue making animation, like cartoons and stuff like that. So it makes sense. They're bringing X-Men 97. I think with What If, X-Men 97 being their big cartoons part of MCU, you know what I mean? They can take off from there.
Yeah, it's true. Well, speaking of the next 10 years, we got a big one here because, Into the Spider-Verse, I think, Into the Spider-Verse 1 is like literally a top 5 movie for me. Like I really do. I think it's up there. The animation's great, but I loved everything about it. But then Monday or Tuesday, rumors came out, and basically it was, confirmed by a lot of people. And I only just put the one. I didn't have a lot of time. But the one source saying there's going to be 240 characters that take place in 6 universes. Now, again, this goes back to what I said when I posted the casting for Doctor Strange like 3-4 months ago. These characters not necessarily are going to be in the movie for the whole 2 hours, 2.5. These characters can literally just be in the movie for like a second. And that's what people seem to forget. So who knows where they are? Who knows what the characters are? But 240 characters, that leaves a lot of room for speculators to kind of just come out with a lot of ideas and a lot of bullshit. Some might work, some might not, but 240 characters, that's a lot.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know if you saw it. Did you see Spider-Verse 6? What numbers that book's hitting right now? So Spider-Verse 6 has a fuck ton of first appearances. Yeah, dude, 240 characters. I would love if, I know everyone's specking on spider characters and it makes total sense, but exploring the multiverse, don't forget there's villains. You know what I mean? Don't forget there's all these other characters that could be showing up.
Yep.
Other characters that, Spider-Man's always teamed up as well with other characters. So I wonder if they will go that route as well. You know what I mean? So hey man, maybe we'll get Tony Stark. You know what I mean? Like, just I'm sure that would make you happy.
Think about it. Iron Spider comes out the same.
Oh, stop, man!
I'm just saying, it's not a coincidence. But yeah, I also do think that they could open up like a universe or something where he's like kind of flying in, and there's like 7 other characters being like, huh? Like it could just be as small as that. I think people like to make it bigger than it is, but I mean that book, that Spider-Verse 6, I mean, for that thing to go like that, if you're counting on that book to get you through retirement or buy you a Tesla, I don't know, man. I'm seeing Beanie Babies all day there. So,
but yeah, man, dude, 240 characters, man. There's tons of potential on how many. Well, I mean, just in Spider-Man characters, there's been so many, right? So you go go back and go start looking at all of the Spider-Verse books, see what characters popped up, Spider-Geddon, and then just go back, even to the OG Spider-Man stuff. Like, I know we're getting Miguel now, Spider-Man 2099, but are we going to get, I don't know, Scarlet Spider? Are we going to get Ben Reilly? Who knows?
There's a lot of people, man. There's a lot of people. And just remember, guys, if you are just being born today, Spider-Man 2099 might be around when you're like retired, because you'll be 77 when 2099 hits. And that could be a thing, man. I'm just saying that could be a thing. Imagine they dragged out Spider-Man 2099 for like the next 77 years, just gave like small hints like in every movie or something that they did.
That would be horrendous. He's going to clearly be in this one, though.
Yeah, I know, but all right. Well, speaking of universes, let's go through, because this was also released, but Disney released its 2022-2023 movie slate during CinemaCon. So Lightyear, I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to go see that. I kind of grew up with Toy Story. I think most of us did, right? In our 30s. And did you say no?
I'm scared it's going to break me, bro. Like, I'm not ready to see the serious side of
oh my god, get over it. Bob's Burgers, not really. I don't know. I like the show. I don't know. I haven't watched in a while, so I'm like not really sure I'm gonna go see that. Love and Thunder, obviously July 8th. Have that circled. The next ones, or Avatar, right? That one's gonna be
huge,
massive. If you don't go see that, I think you're crazy. And then Black Panther, like we've talked, if you're specking on Riri, you literally do not have time, because at any moment they could drop a trailer. At any moment they could drop some leaks. You are running out of time for Riri stuff. Amsterdam, we got The Menu, Strange World, Avatar, The Way of the Water. So we get 2 avatars coming out. I'm interested to see what happens. I saw some people on social media kind of post some things about like what each one meant or what it's about. So I got to just kind of do that. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I don't know if you guys knew, but I didn't have an official date for that. So like, it's nice to know. But we got the Marvels, which I passed, so I apologize. So we got Marvels in February. So basically Valentine's weekend. I know what I'm doing. My wife's probably like, great. Guardians of the Galaxy in May. So May 5th. So Star Wars people, you guys get no love, because people are going to be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy that next year. Indiana Jones. I'll probably go see it, but I don't have to go see it the first day. So that's okay. The Little Mermaid.
You're so excited. Don't lie.
Hey, listen, I was building up the actress that was playing her. So I don't know, but I love to see these because it is live action too, right? I love to see them. Like, I don't care. I've seen them all. I know a lot of people that have gone to see them. I'll probably take, my little cousins or my cousin's kids or whatever, my nephews, whatever. I don't care. I'll go see it. It's Disney. And then, the big one, I think, and that's actually ironic that I say that, but the big one and the biggest thing here is July 28th. We get Ant-Man. So
yeah,
that's huge. That for me is huge. After Doctor Strange, I think that's the biggest movie. I think that's the biggest thing.
Bigger than Thor?
I think it's bigger than Thor.
No, I'm just curious.
Yeah. So write it down, take a picture, whatever. I think that after Doctor Strange, it is going to be Ant-Man. So be on the lookout. Oh, shoot. All right.
No.
Again, guys, I do have to, kind of warn you. It's just my opinion. And I'm okay to have that opinion. So stop attacking me. It's okay to not like things. I also don't like cauliflower.
Oh, man. You ever try cauliflower rice, bro?
I have. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I love broccoli. Don't like cauliflower. What else don't I like? I don't like Mazda. I just don't like any of their cars. I don't like
CX-9s, right?
Don't like Juventus. I don't like Ferrari F1.
You want to go now, bro?
America. Just a lot of things I don't like, but people don't attack you for it. Now, this one, people.
I will. You just bro.
People like to attack this, but guys, remember, it's just for fun, and this is a comic channel, and we're part of the comic community, so we talk about it. So if you like Moon Knight, good for you. Me, on the other hand,
Okay.
I don't. I think I overrated this one, but the only
Whoa.
thing that I'll say is the fact that they kind of gave us more of an origin, and we kind of got a lot of that. So like I was like, okay, I like this. I like that. I like how they dug deep into this one, and BC, we talked about this Wednesday morning, where you even said, and I quote, and if you deny it, I'll screenshot it, but you even said, if this was episode 1, I think people would be
No,
more
1 or 2.
1 or 2, yeah. If
Yeah.
this was episode 1 or 2, I think people would like it and have a better appreciation for it. And I totally agree, because it almost felt like we got to episode 5, and it was almost like at this point I was like, it's okay. Like I enjoyed this one, but I wasn't like breathtaking. So 5 episodes in, obviously the show's not for me, and that's okay. I just don't like it, and that's okay. I don't need to know the history of Moon Knight. I don't need to know what volume of Moon Knight to go read. I'm not going to go read it. I don't need you to tell me the history of Moon Knight, because I just don't care. I just don't like the show, and that's okay. So that's fine. I don't bag or bash anybody who hates Iron Man. I don't give him anything. It's just show's not for me. Am I going to watch next week? 100%. I love Disney. I love all the characters. But I'm not expecting episode 6 to kind of just be like, oh my God, I love Moon Knight, because it probably just won't happen. So to recap, the highest grade I've given an episode is 5.5. What are your thoughts on the episode, BC?
I think the episode was great. It's just poorly placed within the timeline of the episodes. I feel like we could have gotten this in episode 1 or 2, like I told you. I'll say 2 because episode 1 is good. You know what I mean? It was a great introduction. I think that this could have been episode 2, and what we got in between, not that it was nonsense, but it's very dragged out. Now, that's where I will agree with you, and I've said this. Dude, I was even talking with Butcha, and it made no sense to me.
Oh, he
Now,
hates it. I was talking to him too. He
yeah,
absolutely
I
hated
know,
it.
I know, and it's just, dude. Literally, we both had the same response. It's like, yo, they're spending more fucking CGI time on this hippo than Moon Knight, man. Like we're 5 episodes in. We've got very minimal Moon Knight, and I understand the payoff should be fucking awesome, but realistically, guys, we're what 5 hours in. I'm just guesstimating. We'll say 4.5 hours in on Moon Knight, and if I was sitting in a theater watching this much backstory, I'd lose my shit. That's the way I'm looking at it. As episodes, they're great episodes, but I do think as of episode 3, we could have got the ball rolling a lot quicker had this been episode 2. So, Oscar Isaac, incredible acting, dude. I think he's
Yep.
one of the better actors within all of the MCU. I think he's fucking killing it. Like, I love it, but it will not justify what we're getting for this, the whole season. I loved the episode. Like I said, I just think it's poorly placed. I think 5.5. And again, I'm gonna assume that maybe your grading is just simply because you felt like the same way I felt. It's poorly placed. Had it been episode 2, would your rating be higher?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. So I don't know, man. Like I get everyone, has their own opinions, and I've heard some feedback too where people are like, yo, you know, it's a new character. You gotta let it play out, man. Let it play out so that people can fall in love with this character. Bro, nobody knew who the fuck Shang-Chi was before the movie dropped, literally. And now, you walked into that movie. You got a great movie. I loved the movie. I thought it was great. And you got enough origin story, to build him up. You saw some action, you saw him fight, you saw him become him, the character. It's 5 episodes. I have not seen anything Moon Knight related. I think that's my only negative thing, the takeaway from this, because otherwise, story's great. It's good, but it's just long. It's dragging, man. So for myself, issue 5 is killer. I think it's one of the best episodes so far. It's just too far out within the season. I really felt like this could have been episode 2 where you got the origin, full backstory between Mark and Steven. And yeah, man. It's a shame. I feel like we're gonna get to episode 6. We're gonna get Moon Knight, and now we're gonna have to wait. And I get it, we're gonna be hyped for the next project, but like, fuck.
But again, and it's not the fact that we didn't get character reveals or anything like that, but like to me, the action was weak. The story just dragged on. It's like, okay, we get it. Let's go. And yeah, we're like 4 or 5 hours into it, and there's maybe like 8 minutes of Moon Knight. Like the best thing that I take away from this is, I think it was episode 3 when he actually got the suit and he's at the bus and then he turns around and it like kind of morphs on him. And then we get 20 seconds of that. And that was kind of it. That was pretty much like the biggest takeaway for me from it.
Yeah. And I agree with Comic Dude, bro. Brandon, fellow Kingpin. We've had this discussion many times. And dude, a lot of non-comic fans are really digging and embracing, some of this backstory. And even comic fans are, whether they're fans or not, like, I guess to the casual fan, we'll put it that way. Maybe it is a little more appealing, but dude, fan or not a fan, like I wasn't the biggest Moon Knight fan prior, but I just feel like the build-up's been pretty slow. There's a lot of story. It's a lot of story, but I don't know, man. I just feel like looking at this play out, this entire episode, I feel like we didn't need the rest of the Steven and Mark back and forth. Like, there's some key moments, but otherwise, like, let's get to it. Like, what's next, man? I have a question for you. What's your take on Khonshu, man?
At first I was like, ugh, this is kind of like Venom. Like I was just like, okay. Then I started to like it. I mean, we got the origin of like how they met and like his powers, right? I thought that was kind of cool. That's probably where that 0.5, that extra 0.5 came from. But I think that there's a deeper meaning. I don't think that it's going to be wrapped up in next, or on Wednesday rather, the episode. I think there's obviously more story to tell, and rightfully so. And I get it. I see people, in the comments and even, previous conversations I've had with people, and they're like, like Ozzy, for example, right? Where's the comment? Where is it? I said it again. We have the opportunity to get Moon Knight fully flushed out. Do we want it condensed into a short episode? No, like I get it, but like don't sell, like my biggest thing was don't sell me this Moon Knight. Like you should have just named it Mark Spector.
No, hold on. Okay, on that, I'm going to counter just saying that, yes, again, I agree with that perspective as well. I said the only negative thing I'm taking away so far from this entire series is that it's dragged out. And I understand the development on, it's necessary in between both characters, but I just felt like it's so long.
I think people would not. Okay, but hear me out. I just don't think people would be as mad if you name the show Mark Spector. Like you look at it, like just like we looked at the movies that are coming, the projects that are coming out in the next 10 years, right?
I don't think
if you saw one that said Mark Spector, you'd be like, oh shit, Moon Knight, right? And you'd get all your Moon Knight stuff. I don't think you'd be as disappointed watching it if this was the end product. You'd be like, oh, okay. And then something else came out for season 2 or whatever they counter this with as Moon Knight, because essentially you did not get Moon Knight. If somebody who didn't know anything about comics was like, sum this up in like 5 words, I'd say Mark Spector and Steven.
No, I get where you're going. Like I said, there's a lot of the story. Like when you look at Arthur Harrow, then you look at Khonshu, the gods. You look at Mark, Steven, his wife, and all this. There's a lot of backstory. Okay, when you have to give it to new fans, people who are not familiar, yes, development is necessary. But again, I'm not saying that they're doing a bad job in doing such a thing. I'm not trashing the show. I'm just saying I feel that 5 episodes in, it's long now. At this point, I wanted to see Moon Knight by now. You know what I mean? Like, what evolves from this? And I get it. We're gonna get it in episode 6. It's okay, but I just feel like it's a little long. It's just a little too long. That's it.
And now he's like dead or in this other world. It's like I don't know. I don't know how you can kind of wrap this up. So I do think
No,
that there's going to be a season 2. I don't think anybody dies. I don't think there's going to be like, Silver Surfer or fucking Blade or Werewolf coming in helping them. Like, I don't think any of that's happening. I think
the
this is
whole
what.
the whole scales balancing out thing is key, bro. Like
Yeah.
there's a good story that's gonna unfold now.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
First appearance of the unbalancing scales is actually Ludacrats 1. So
this guy,
just
man.
saying, make sure to go check out Ludacrats 1. Let's get that on top 10 list for sure.
No, but yeah, man. I have high hopes for this week's episode. I really, really hope they blow our minds, and I really think they will. It's just, again, I can't stress it enough. It's been a long build up.
Okay, so just because I want to finish the Moon Knight talk. Moon Knight on Wednesday, Doctor Strange on Thursday. And this is a question. This is just your opinion. You can say whatever you want. Does it tie into Doctor Strange? Will people be talking about Moon Knight come Sunday, or are we just going to be talking about Doctor Strange the whole time? I really do think that that's going to be counterproductive there. I think people are going to be hyped as crazy for Moon Knight, and then they're probably just going to forget about it come Thursday. But what are you expecting? Are you still expecting any crazy character reveal, or what's the crazy thing that you're expecting to come out of this? And are we going to be talking about Moon Knight come Sunday?
I think we'll be talking about Moon Knight for sure, man. Like I said, I think the payoff's going to be great. I just don't. I don't know if it'll get overshadowed. Are you asking? Is it going to tie into the movie? I don't think so. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how they would do that, but maybe, who knows?
Yeah. I just thought it was interesting, right? Because like we always kind of dig deep and the tea leaves, right? So like it ends on Sunday, or it ends on Wednesday, movie comes out Thursday. I just thought, okay, maybe. Are you expecting anything big? And I know the easy answer, like a lot of people are saying, is after end credit will be Blade, right? Like, are you still seeing that?
I would like to say yes, man. It's just like I feel like there's a lot to close off within episode 6, so it's like there's a lot to be done before even getting that. Maybe in the post credits, like we said before, maybe we're gonna get another nudge again, like, hey, you sure you want to do that type thing? But like we'll hear his voice in the back again. The comments are there again. Midnight Suns is something that we definitely want to see building up. I hope we get to see that within the MCU. I think it's gonna be bomb, man. But I don't know. I don't think it'll get overshadowed, man. I'm sure this is gonna have its own impact. Just like everything else that's happened within the MCU, man. They always ended off with something you will definitely remember for the next event where that character will show up. So whether it be Doctor Strange, whether it be Thor, whether it be whatever, I think however episode 6 ends, people will be talking about, holy shit, now we know what to prepare ourselves for.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but
I hope so, man, because then it would just be a huge flop. I mean, why else?
Yeah. I also want to just address. I think Marvel had made the comment about like if I was expecting him to be in a suit and punching guys for 6 hours. No, but I think we can all agree there should have been a little bit more action, a little bit more suit. I get the whole origin and things like that. I just naturally just don't like it, and that's fine. I don't know. I wasn't expecting all action, but like other shows didn't have this problem, right? Like I enjoyed Hawkeye. There was origin, there was story, there was action, there was a lot more. This one, I'm okay with it. So it is what it is, man. Everybody's entitled to whatever they like.
I'll go out with saying that I would give episode 5 a way higher rating than you, just because it was great. Like, honestly, of all the episodes, I really think the story itself stood out of all the episodes, and it was heavy, man. It was a heavy episode, very deep, very well played out too. I just think we could have got it a little earlier. That's all I'm saying. I just think there's a lot of filler stuff within 5 episodes that could have been cut out.
Yeah, it was just too long of an origin. Like we all agree, right? 3 out of 10. I've given it a pass. Other than like first episode, I think that was pretty good. But I think that was just my expectation of this character because everybody was like, Moon Knight's this, Moon Knight's that. But I mean, realistically, after this show's gone, if he doesn't show up, I mean, the 10 Moon Knight fans that are actually out there are the only ones that are going to be mad at me, right? Because I mean, there's a lot of bandwagoning going on too.
But Newbie, the talks of Midnight Suns has been going on for quite some time. We've
like 3 years, 4 years now.
Yeah, now we know Blade's going to be there. We have Moon Knight. We've seen, some talk about
Morbius.
No, forget Morbius. We've seen some talk about what's his name, Norman Reedus playing Ghost Rider or something like that. Like, I really, I do expect to see it within the upcoming years within the MCU, and I hope this is what they're building towards. I think that would be awesome, man.
My sleeper pick is the fact that Miss Marvel is going to be a sleeper show, and I think a lot of people are going to enjoy it. There's going to be like a lot of comedy and things like that. I'm not going to try to judge them too fast, but I'm also going to, bring the bar down a little bit with some of these shows. The movies, no. My expectations from the Marvel movies are always going to be high. The shows, I think I might have to lower that bar on expectation. Not the fact that the product is going to be garbage, just where my expectation is. I think we have like a body of work now from WandaVision to this, a year's worth. I think we got 5 or 6 shows now where we can kind of see what way they're going and what to expect. So I don't want to put myself, too high up there. But I mean, we did have a lot of things. And I got to remind people, we got Kingpin, we got Kang. That's not nothing. Like, these are big characters and they're showing up in shows. So, it is what it is. Some are going to work for people, some aren't. It is what it is. I just remember certain people hating Hawkeye and giving it like 3 out of 10 or 2 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
I never attacked anybody. I was just like, hey, you didn't like it, you didn't like it. Boom, done. Period. Let's move on.
No, for sure. For sure.
Pretty much it. That's pretty much it. All right, man. That's the show. What do you got coming up, man? Let the people know.
Hey, yo, if you're not subbed up already, head over to Comic Kingpins on YouTube, hit subscribe. 500 subscribers. We have tons of stuff to be given away. And tomorrow, we've got the Retro Spec. We're hitting up years selected by you guys. You guys hit up our Instagram. We put up a photo, and you pick up the years that we go back to revisit some books. And, man, the month of April had some killer books for the years you guys selected. Not even kidding. I was looking at these books and I'm like, man, these are literally all grails that I want in my PC. but yeah, so I'm super pumped for tomorrow's show. If you guys haven't already, sub up, come check it out. And it's good to revisit some books, man, because we forget about some of these even being, out there.
The John Cena effect. If it's not in your face, you kind of just forget. All right, guys. So Tuesday, Rocksteady will be joining the house, and we're going to be talking about the hottest comics of April. It should be a fun show because there are some books at the beginning of April that we were kind of like, this is going to be big. This is going to be big. And not necessarily are they books that, are new comic book day. They're just books that you really just took off in the month of April. It's always fun to kind of go back and take a look, especially when we talk about where the book was, where the money is now, where the book is now, and all that stuff. So tune in 9:35 p.m. Eastern, and then followed by obviously Sunday episode 91. Do not call me, do not message me from 6:30 to 10:30 on Thursday. I'm going to be busy, not even going to be paying attention to my phone. So don't bug me.
Wow.
Also, if you bought anything from me in the last 2 days, in the last 3 to 4 days from, because I know that there's some people watching from like Facebook, Instagram, or whatnot. Everything is shipped. The purchases that were made yesterday, they're going to be going out tomorrow. Lux and a few other people. So don't worry. And other than that, guys, make sure to, follow me on whatnot. Obviously, Instagram, and go sub the channel if you're not. Sunday, 9:35 p.m. Eastern time. Tuesday, 9:35 p.m. Eastern. And that's pretty much it, man. Any last words?
Te quiero, bro.
All right, people. Enjoy your Sunday. Happy Monday. Unless you have a shitty job, then I don't know, quit. But enjoy your week. Start it off right. See you Tuesday.